There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when the elemental power inside the crystal is— What? Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably— I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. That sequence of events would make sense. Too bad it's— Yeah, I've been— Agreed. I really want to send them home.
Makhluk elemen floating hydrohubungus. Apakah gue suruh ngelawan tuh semua?
It's a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Yeah, I know.
I see everything.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my...
Sini lo.
Amazing. With such skills.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all—
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change after communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi, and
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
the most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is we are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That's
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a Although this is common sense to us, you cannot make a sprout grow into a...
I see. Humans have a term for this. You're so smart, Nahida!
Growth. I see. Yet a most beautiful word. I shall enjoy...
Let's go, let's go.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired. You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head? We can figure out who will carry who!
I think we may have a different understanding of carryings. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the
Yes, one was my friend.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language.
Oh, then it must be a real, like Bongo Head.
Topi gendeng.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great. Strange and cute at the same time. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like... Yes, I must remember. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Ini yang kanan ini. Oh, bukan. Kok ada yang korup lagi sih? Bukannya udah gue iniin.
It's the withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also... It's the last form we take when we are at...
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life.
Yes, I would have also
So, previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the... But even if they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for all... But what a sad and pitiful...
When I left my homeland, flowers like these, they grew in the they grew everywhere. Until the... But it's all right. Our life essence. After an adventurer clears the withering, I will...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it. It's not right to leave them now that we finally...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about... It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about. Then let's do this. We've dealt with the withering...
Oke.
Stabilize.
I see everything.
Witness the power of the one.
Higher, higher, pants on fire.
Mana ya itunya?
Go. Everyone hold hands.
Oh, yo, ada yang gede.
I see everything.
Know my sword.
As I expected. It's the last, so it wasn't able to make it to the...
I hope that you will be free. Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have...
It's okay. As long as an external form is but a gift.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able... But I will cure all of them.
Thank you, Lord.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, so they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation.
Okay, follow me.
Oke. Mana lu?
We're close now. It's just a little further. But there are so many fungi here. Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are, although we belong to different species, we've spent a long... They can be reasonable, as long...
What should we do? You're the only one, but you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus. I've got an idea.
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time, so...
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you...
All right. You have great elemental. You will have to use power equal to that. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It's...
All right, I'm ready. Changing into a...
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
As am I. I'm not joking at all. All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus...
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Bisa dia.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus! It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't the unconscious fungus, it's just below... Oh, how do we do that? I'll get close to them while you make... You should be able to identify them using element then. All you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, traveler.
Oke. Loh?
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Kanan.
Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed.
Wow. Wah. Wah. Balik ke kiri.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks... It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment.
Oke. Kiri, kanan, kiri, kanan.
This is the spot. There are several fungi. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
Loh, he?
So this is the one.
Dia bakal balik lagi nih.
Nahida? I never knew that it was so tiring. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like it...
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize. Language.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me
Apocalypse and...
Yes, unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is.
Really? That's great! Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean... Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
Hah?
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able... However, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only...
Wait. Then, if that's the case...
Yes, that is what has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro. I haven't seen...
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body, which means that if all the... And a big void will also form inside... I'm afraid so. It's no wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? But anyway, Apep disappeared. Yes! How could I if the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on? The elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining. Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you... Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to pick. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No. Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland. I'm sorry our memories aren't very...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can... I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you. I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very...
Go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak and waiting.
Don't worry. I understand. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how I need to organize my thoughts as well. Thank you. Thank you. Tend don't like...
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown.
Sword! Paimon understood that! No need to...
Oke, menanam. Bekerja. Di mana, Cuk? Di bawah? Di atas?
Body and mind. Time to act. Rain.
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life!
Hah? Oh, itu di atas.
It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading! Whew. That should be... Yeah, I've calmed down now. But can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? Well, the history of dragons, Sumeru was a Pep's territory. In those days, the... Oh, so there was no desert back then? Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a hue in an attempt to adapt to its new environment. A Pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest. No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the... A Pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue. As far as I know, a Pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but the crystal that I have in my possession is
Okay.
What it's trying to say is that as you place importance, these are all things.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon? Oh? Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't... It appears we are out of leads to follow. It's okay, it isn't your fault. I don't think it's maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, and if that's the case, finding the other...
The Lord of Dendro. Do you still remember?
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is the rest of the family did not approve of its opinion.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that... That's not very likely. The power of did the prophecy say we're...
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A mark...
Yeah, that must be the chasm. It's what if it can be converted to... I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain...
Elemen yang lain.
With the wind.
So that elemental life form came off... Wouldn't it already have become the withering like the... There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Tevat. It has the ability to purify and stable. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever, and it... Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that... Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
Phew. Huh? Phew. Huh?
Oke.
With the wind.
Aduh, kayak ginian lagi.
It's over there! Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right? Yeah, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
See? Time to go.
Oh, we finally managed...
It should be the life form.
That light. Wait. Something got... What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was pure?
Maybe it's because such a long... Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable, it might have lost its mind after being...
Oh no. But wait, I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance. Traveler. It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's... Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs. You want to use its power?
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand. This no...
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could try using... I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge. Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Paimon takut. The Savior.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my... You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after... However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd...
No one can withstand the power of the...
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable... Is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of... But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important...
I understand. And can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimicked the Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of oasis using the fire seed, and as a result, our homeland will return.
Oh, so the No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus.
What? You used the fire seed to save me?
Mm-hmm. Why?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents...
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure...
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro, in other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro dragon. But you should hurry. There is little time.
What about you?
Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming to find me. Our past has been saved, and our future has... It's enough for me. Just knowing that they will return.
Hey! Wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its element. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home.
It's not much further. Follow me, we're close.
Right.
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence. We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
เว้ยมันยิงมันนะวะ
Look, something's over there.
ว้าว gila dragon.
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon. Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now.
Let go, foolish Brewer. You will find no gratefulness from me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no
She
need for
did,
this.
she
There's no
defiling.
point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the god of wisdom. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same.
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming. Ah, what is that?
Makhluk apa anjir itu?
That before?
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look external form, not important.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation. Although a most gruesome, they've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here. They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily. All that remains are the instincts to survive and.
So this is the result of Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world?
Bahas nyantai saja kawan.
But please try to be gentle with them.
Be gentle, ha? Tenang. Be gentle, eh.
Hey,
Rain outlines your fate. Know my soul.
Paus anjay. Gentle sekali kan, dibakar. Oh, dihalangin sama pilar.
they used up all their strength.
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental? Years of torment is what turned them into their current. It seems only the fire seed, or a Pep's Heart of Awake, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed.
Correct. We cannot use the
Everyone goes home, not just. This. Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power, but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem. Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you, and after all, that giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yes. Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon. Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. To imagine such growth could...
It's because you're carrying it.
Yes, fine.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Oke. 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 Lah.
Huh? Go! Huh?
Sayangnya nih game nggak bisa terbang anjing. Halo. Kaum Kenria. Lagi turun semua, jangan diganggu. Wow, apa ini?
This cave is huge. Could this be where the... Yeah. Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we... But how are we gonna do that? I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have... However, we are both born of elemental power, and both... We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. Wonder if I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for it, and now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than...
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful?
Ini lucu banget.
Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Berapa, Cuk?
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go? I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's Well, then let's go. Yep, let's go. Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead.
Jadi Nahida dong. Apaan ini? Wow.
What's that? That should be the heart of Oasis. All the damage it suffered. Then let's hurry and light it. All right, hang on.
Nah,
Wait! The fire seed! It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected. But why? We barely used it! I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was on. But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter. Unless what? Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert. Oh no. Wait, let's put that if the fire seed has shattered. What? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly so all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but I might, however, become even smaller. What happens if you keep... I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the danger.
no, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil. I can still communicate with the world through the forest.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky with.
No.
Okay. There's no win without sacrifice. Nah, muncul dari mana?
The fire seed shattered, and she's.
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Lucu banget anjir.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Hah? Selamatkan kampung halaman makhluk elemen. Yo, what the fuck? What is this ugly shit? This is ugly as fuck.
Because you're carrying everyone's hopes.
Ya elah.
Crumble!
Apaan cuk? Kalahkan monsternya untuk meninggal itu.
Goodbye. We may never meet again.
Suara ingatan.
I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Yo 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 yo. Duh, ini ribet banget nih, bos-bos kayak gini.
My sword.
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at
Ini salah pencet.
Rain cutter. Time to go. Go.
This is order. Stabilize.
Duh, duh.
Rain outlines your
Mampet.
fate.
Tadi suruh ngapain ya? Hah?
Solidify!
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're alright!
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to the guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras. They will be born once again now.
That's different! They won't ever...
Ini kenapa jadi cerita
We'll
gini deh?
never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else. Samara will be free from threat.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has
The forbidden knowledge influenced you.
Yes. There's no denying that. Be that as it may, my position still stands. When you
Ini siapa?
inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Yeesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that before you begin resting, there is one. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could
Oh,
give us
jangan bilang
power to
Abyss.
meet the heavenly principle. The
Maksud
dragon
Abyss apa?
acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. In war, the victor would inherit the right, but I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And
But you still didn't give up, did you?
yes, Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this. His ambitions continued to grow. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed. The condition was that after his death, at that time, I still harbored deep regrets. But some of the dragons have grown close to your kind and have forgotten all about. And some died, leaving behind. But for me, the scales and will of the dragon, I will follow it.
You really.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I saw. However, what I gained was no benefit. I used up all my strength, but even then, I still believe that his.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Boer. And the rest. How far with a life so dear and precious?
Okay. Okay.
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before this. It's not as ruthless as it was before.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, each opportunity for growth is perhaps the immense power.
Can you really call a place with no family?
Family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to.
Oh, yeah! Let's hurry and go take a...
Okay.
Go!
I'm sorry. Don't be sad. It said that Noor is its... That's your name? Oh. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
Oke.